This is a Micro Mini Lightning Newscast special report. And as always, I'm joined by my friend and fellow newscaster.
This is Eric.
And Eric, during special reports, we don't set the time. We just bring him the news. And my friend, this is kind of a cool piece of news. It is, if you know anything, a cold case. You know what the lingo is on the street, but there is a cold case that has recently, in the last few days, been solved, if you will. Back in the 1970s and 80s, a serial rapist terrorized California. He gained the name the Golden State Killer. He allegedly committed at least 12 murders, 45 rapes, and burglarized over 100 homes between 1976 and 1986. In the times till now, there has not been one arrest made until recently. The DNA evidence has been used in some of the murders and in this investigation. Finally, the Sacramento County Sheriff's Department arrested 72-year-old Joseph James D'Angelo on 2 counts of murder on Wednesday. This past Wednesday.
Wow, that is crazy.
Billy Jensen, who recently worked on a book about the case, told the outlet that D'Angelo is indeed a suspect in this old mystery. After doing all the research, and then I guess the police looking it over and doing the DNA, they figured out that this man was the one that was indeed the main suspect, or the person that did it. The FBI, the Golden State Killer, also they gave him the name the East Area Rapist, the original Night Stalker, the Diamond Knot Killer. But he would pry windows open or doors while his victims sleep. He would shine a flashlight in their eyes, and then he would tie up whoever the victim was, and then he'd
do what they do.
Yes, he would rape them.
Well, that's crazy.
And then he'd burglarize the house, then later on he escalated, as serial killers do. He escalated to murder.
Wow.
But it's awesome that technology has moved far enough that we are able to close some of these cases and give people that closure that they deserve.
Yeah. In fact, there's a book called "I'll Be Gone in the Dark" by the late Michelle McNamara. You might know her as that was the wife of Patton Oswalt before she passed away. She died in 2016 at the age of 46, but she was obsessed. And the book is One Woman's Obsessive Search for the Golden State Killer. She went to crime scenes and interviewed detectives and survivors and published a book. So in January, the comedian Patton Oswalt, who was married to McNamara, announced the release of the book, telling his Facebook followers he hoped it would help crack the case. Here's a quote from him: "I can't help but feel that somewhere in her final pages, she left enough clues for someone to finish the job she couldn't." Man, that's got to be some pretty interesting closure for Patton Oswalt, a comedian, very funny comedian. If you know who he is.
When was that book released? I got here that it was released was it February?
In January. Okay. Well, that's probably they were doing some promotions.
Gotcha.
for the book when he was talking about it. So that's what I'm assuming. So yeah, just recently.
Well, then I would say that probably her book probably helped crack this case. But I mean, this is just kind of I always like these kind of things when people's work on some of these podcasts that do the true crime stuff, and it leads to, or even people's books years later, it leads to something that, I mean, this is just amazing that they were able to, after all these years, identify who this person is.
Yep. You never really get away with it. That's what I'm hearing.
No, you'll get caught one way or another.
Yes.
All right, well, that's been a Micro Mini Lightning Newscast special report, and we thank you for joining us.
Bye.